Hello and welcome back to the Pyramid of... we actually don't know yet. We'll get to that eventually, but for now we've got a fusion alarm, and it's a pretty important fusion alarm for me specifically, because this is where I'm going to rank up strength to rank 5. Firstly though, I'm going to need to get rid of some personas, because yeah, I don't need Apsaras, sorry, goodbye Apsaras. I probably should get rid of them in the electric chair, but basically, I need to buy Silky, and I may actually have to... no, I probably should leave some personas here just so I can have some fodder for the electric chair, so I can jump back and forth between that and the guillotine. Because just in case I'm going to save here, because I have heard that buying personas out of the compendium during an alarm does increase the risk of accidents. They actually tell you that in the in-game tutorial, but I've seen that not cause an accident before, so I don't think it guarantees it. But basically I need Silky, because Setanta with Rakukaja is actually quite easy to get. Weirdly, it's one of the easier things I find.
Take a look.
Well, firstly I'm going to register...
Registration, yes?
Yeah, let's register both of these. I'm going to be, if things go well, getting rid of Clotho this visit as well. But yeah, we just need Silky.
This is your power. Choose wisely.
And then Silky fused with Lamia, and Lamia has Rakukaja by default, so if you just recruit one by negotiation, you'll be guaranteed to have this.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
And yeah, you can just get Setanta with Rakukaja that easily.
Choose which skills to inherit.
Out of all of these, you're not really a magic-focused persona, so Retaliating Body is probably the best I've got here.
Expect a modest gift of power. Now, let us begin. Okay,
there we go, no accident. You can't actually rank up strength during an alarm, I may have mentioned that last time, so... I don't know why he says me Setanta either. So I'm gonna have to wait until the alarm is over to do that. I'll have to make sure I keep Setanta for that too. No, I really want to keep Rising Slash, so let's keep that. Dormant is good too. As I said before, Setanta is great for multiple reasons, because it is the earliest source of charge in the game. You know what, I may as well get Counter-Strike to just replace Setanta's counter with it. Oh, I accidented it immediately, okay then, yeah. That can happen sometimes, even though I alternated. It wasn't a particularly important skill card though, so that's fine. Incense Endurance. And that's good because it means that I'll get to rank up strength now. But it does mean that I'm going to have to wait until the next alarm to do what I want to do with special treatment for the first time. I mean, I could already get started on the setup for it. But for now, I suppose I should just rank up,
it would seem...
strength.
See? You can do it.
Oh, and it's automatic, too.
Huh.
I think that's because this is the first time I'm not immediately talking to them after fusing the persona that I needed. This one kind of tested our negotiating skills more than anything.
Hey, inmate!
You know what? I have the audacity to say this. Do you recognize that writing from Tsundere for Dummies? Or it seems like you're writing your own version of Tsundere for Dummies. Yeah, you know, Makoto's probably smart enough to run a handwriting analysis on this, though I'm not sure if this kind of thing, like if we take it out of the Velvet Room, it will just disappear or something. Yeah, that word again, but what exactly is rehabilitation and what is ruin? We're kind of being trained to fight against something, but we don't even know what it is.
That is correct.
Usually things become clear for these Confidants once we get to the higher ranks, so hopefully that'll be the case here too. That's kind of funny that we're doing it in summer during a heatwave, in the middle of the Egyptian desert. Yeah, I still wish they gave you special treatment late. In fact, I wish special treatment didn't exist at all. It was horrendously broken even in the vanilla game as a rank 10 ability that had no discount on it. And in Royal, it's even more insane. Some people feel like the reason why they added this is just so that people who already played the original Persona 5 can speed through the main storyline of Royal and get to the new content faster. But in that case, I just prefer if they handled it like Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and just made the third semester an additional mode you can select from the main menu at any time, like the answer in Persona 3. But anyway, the next assignment... Justina's lying. The text of this actually, I don't think, changed apart from that mention of special treatment since the vanilla game, so I think this is written with the vanilla game in mind. But yeah, rank 5 is the most powerful ability you get out of this Confidant. So Neko Shogun with the skill Dekaja. This is actually kind of interesting, because I am the right level to make Neko Shogun now.
The inmate need you wished fusion. Gather them.
Level 30. However, I'm missing Sudama, which is a pain. But here's the thing. So if we go to Anzu... no, wait, I have to... You know, before I do anything else, I might actually want to do these things. This is a preparation fusion for something later.
These are the
I need to
paths you
get
want.
Arsene back.
Is this what you want? You'll withdraw.
I
this
should have
because
registered
this is
him
your
after
power.
getting Secunda, but still. So,
Let's execute him. Now choose.
Arsene plus Clotho is going to get me Phoenix.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Now, the reason why I want Phoenix here
Select the
is with
skills you'd like
Arsene,
to
I can
inherit.
pass down this skill, Pinch Anchor. Now, this is not going to make a whole lot of sense right now, but it's going to make way more sense later. I suppose I can pass Rakunda. I already have a lot of things with Rakunda, but I might as well. Oh, hey, we get Rakam out of that. That's nice. So, Phoenix plus Phoenix plus Fuki gets me Mitra. There is a reason why I want to pass down Pinch Anchor to Mitra, but I will reveal that reason at the next alarm when we actually do the fusion.
You change. Are you finished?
Because I really want to make this fusion during alarm, because it's going to be a very important fusion for the entire mid-game. It's one of my favorite personas to make in Persona 5 Royal, specifically Royal, and I'm looking forward to showing it off. Speaking of things I'm looking forward to showing off, I forgot to mention this last time. I planned on showing off the alluring belt the next time we go into a dungeon, and I forgot to. So, right, Ryuji's not really using Heatwave all that much. I suppose I can give him the Alluring Belt. The only reason I'm doing this is because giving Joker the Alluring Belt is a horrible, horrible, horrible idea for obvious reasons. So, we actually still can't progress through the front entrance. We've got to go back down here and fight that mini-boss that the game didn't let us fight earlier. As I said before, the Redead combined with the Mouth of Sauron. I do have Morgana in the party, right? Yes, I do. You really want Morgana for this one.
Yes.
I like how Ryuji's line actually changes if you go back and forth on this one. Foolish grave robbers, you have enraged the guardian of this place. Hence you shall never again see the light of day. Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I instantly thought of Aladdin after the first part. So meet our first mini-boss, the Coffin-born God.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I don't know how many times she said that so far, but it's probably a lot. So, this thing is weak to wind, and that's why I brought Morgana. And like many other mini-bosses, using a baton pass boosted hit from Yusuke is going to do significantly more damage than an all-out attack. Even then, it still doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, I was really hoping that Morgana would get hit by that because that's really funny. It also changes Morgana's navigator dialogue. If that ends up happening, you'll just go squeak, squeak, squeak. But this is mouse status, a very, very rare ailment. I wonder. I do want to Rakunda this thing though, but I'd also like to show off charge for the first time. Charge does persist until the next time you use a physical skill though. You don't have to worry about that ever wearing off. And yes, the status is officially called Rattled. Which is a pretty horrible pun, but, yeah, I'm gonna leave you frozen for a little bit. Just because I would like to get a technical hit on you. It's not defense debuffed yet. Joker is... I don't have an item that drops your defense, do I? Oh, that's what the Invincible or Fuda does. I thought that was like an attack boosting item, but no. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do this anyway. Oh, not even a knockdown, though. Well, I suppose I can Rakunda you now. Let's go Tamlin. I gotta remember that I have a weakness again, though. Still rattles. And yeah, I don't think that I have anything that cures that right now. Lucky Punch can also potentially knock this thing down. Like that. Okay, so I have defense down. I've got, charge. Okay then, let's try this, because Joker can now do that same tactic that Yusuke can. Because I got Rising Slash on Setanta. Oh yeah, I love that damage. Oh, dang it. I was really hoping that that would work. Oh wow, crit too. So that was kind of a weird version of that thing's fight. I don't think it even attempted to attack us, but Trap Rat is a pretty funny status. It's not common. There are even unused accessories in this game that give Resist Mouse and Null Mouse, which are hilarious names for skills, but you can't get those skills in the game, and honestly you wouldn't want to because Mouse status is impossible to encounter outside of specifically that mini-boss and a gimmick of a later dungeon. However, Mouse status was supposed to first appear in Kamoshida's powers, and honestly, I think it would have actually made more sense debuting there. I kind of wish they'd still gone with that, but unfortunately, no, they decided to not officially introduce it until now. Because, like, it kind of makes sense that, you know, Kamoshida would view everyone as just vermin and just mice for him to crush, but yeah. Stationary weapon back from the Middle Ages, called the Bane of Pegasus Knights.
This is amazing.
Come on, man.
I don't know if the Egyptians even had, ballistas. I feel like ballistas were a type of unit you could create in Age of Empires 1. I haven't played Age of Empires 1 because I think even the Definitive Edition didn't really fix much of its kind of glaring gameplay problems compared to later entries. There's a button here, though.
Hey.
You're right.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, or in the words of Pokemon Gen 1, who wouldn't? Aha! The fact that that thing was slanted and broken didn't prevent it from firing at exactly what we needed it to hit. You know, I kind of wonder if that ballista was supposed to be pointing in the direction of the button, but over the years it's been broken down and it's now pointing in the wrong direction, making it no longer a trap. But yeah, we have that light streaming forth. Now we can climb up here, though. Yeah, that's pretty much all we can go. We do want to go up to that point, however. Oh, hi there. We run from an enemy. I don't even think that enemy was there before. So, fun fact about Sandman that I only found out after looking up, like, some of the enemies on the SMT wiki. Sandman was not weak to fire in Vanilla P5, only Zeo. Which is kind of strange, but oh well. But yeah, here we can Mazio everything. I'm not going to cut this out because, alright, the Lamia's already down. I thought I would have to baton pass to Yusuke and freeze the Lamia, but no. And there we go. Here's where I have a dilemma, because honestly, I prefer the more reliable single-target sleep to multi-target sleep that's less reliable. However, I'm not really using Argy, so there's no real reason not to replace that. Oh boy, the next skill is Ambient Aid. I mean, it's kinda okay, but the thing is, regular Dorminer has like a base chance of around 90% anyway, so I feel like I never really need the extra chances on that, so it's just, I don't know, I don't think Ambient Aid's a great skill, even aided by certain, like on Joker's personas, you can get that trait that makes it count as bad weather all the time, but even that I still don't find really all that useful. Oh, I've raised the Guru level too much to the point where I'm not... Yeah, not being able to ambush enemies as effectively as I could. However, this is a massive waste of a baton pass.
Now's our chance for a glorious duet.
Or not.
Here we go! Man, I'm starving. Allow me. Oh, some sauce, a touch of red. Bon appetit. Oh man, just what I want. Get out of my face!
How dare you recline in front of our establishment!
Holy crap, this is good.
That one actually has some of my favorite, like alternative dialogue for any Showtime. Yeah, there's a lot of really great potential lines they can say there. I don't want to spoil all of them. They're all fantastic. That Showtime is called in English Inglorious Beef Balls, a reference to Inglorious Bastards. And in Japanese, it's called That Man Did This for a Beef Bowl, which is apparently a reference to a Japanese film called That Man Being Violent. It sounds more similar in Japanese, which I think in English was just translated as Violent Cop.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the movie references of the day for this episode.
Focus.
And here we have yet another one of those. And this thing right here. The light's being reflected onto that door. But we have here a, oh, I kind of wish this was like a ledge you could shimmy across like Sly style or Ratchet style, but no, these Phantom Thieves don't really do that. Oh, right, I believe that this just opens if you check it. Yeah, it does, right. I was overcomplicating things. But it is important to show off the source of the light, because this is basically a tutorial to the main dungeon gimmick, and this is going to get a lot more elaborate later on in the palace. And yeah, as Arn said, the doors in the main hallway look like this too, so that implies we need to shine the light on them in order to open them up. I love those like Ankh-shaped switches that you use to open the doors in this place.
Hey.
Something written here. The light shed by the god of the underworld shall become the sign for those who traverse the pits. Well, this is a situation where knowing your Egyptian mythology will actually help. But first, speaking of knowing your Egyptian mythology, hi there, Thoth.
Your true form.
Okay, I suppose now I can show this. So, like, last time I was planning on showing Taunting Aura with Ryuji.
That one is no joke.
Oh boy, actually this is probably not the best fight to be showing Taunting Aura in.
It's almost scary how good
So
I
I
am.
might in fact relinquish on this and hold off. I promise Taunting Aura is interesting, but the game's not giving me a good opportunity to show it.
Ooh, very
Nice crit there, and nice explodey death there.
Victory is ours.
Yeah, victory.
Also, get used to Yusuke using that model for that weapon, because he's going to be keeping it for pretty much the whole game. Speaking of which, I just remembered, next time there's an alarm, I should probably try and electric chair Arsene, because Arsene's cane is a pretty solid, like a pretty solid weapon for Joker at this point, and we're quickly approaching the point where it's going to be outclassed, and I'd like to show it off.
I have something.
So yeah, we've got a door over there that we can't reach from here. We also have a place we can climb up. I do like the way that there's those sort of like, you know, like, I guess they're like broken Unicode characters. This is kind of like what Japanese looks like if you try and like put it on a system where Japanese isn't installed. And it looks like we've got a grappling hook here. And yet another grappling hook point. Up here.
Focus.
Yeah,
It's
I
in our range.
feel like I
We can
may
get
have
it.
skipped some, though. There are some elements of this palace that I feel like were altered a little bit in Royal, and it's one of the palaces that I'm probably the least familiar with the layout of overall. Some kind of dog thing, huh? We've actually fought that dog before. And this is the Egyptian god of, not so much of just the dead, but maybe just the underworld in general. So this would be the light from the god of the underworld.
Yes.
I probably should have taken that one earlier. I was just waiting to save it until later. We have the Abyss gem. However, taking one of these gems results in mummies coming to try to kill you. So obviously, yes, the Pharaoh's curse is taking effect.
Go on, strike!
Ooh, very nice. We got it. Nice. It exploded.
Yeah!
A spectacular victory.
I'm gonna need to heal Yusuke though, as is usually the case when you rely on him a lot.
Good work. Keep it up.
Somewhere.
Okay, yeah, here we just hop back down, and now we are doink that. Now we're here. Okay, we're back here. So now I can grab this one.
Whoa!
Actually, honestly, I think Anubis is probably, like, not the easiest name to remember if you're not versed with Egyptian mythology. Like, I mean, I was part of a generation that learned a lot of Egyptian mythology just as kids, because I'm not sure, it's just like there's just something about ancient Egyptian mythology and mummies that was always just very, I don't know, very,
Show me your true form.
doesn't sound like appealing to, like, children of my generation at that age, but, like, we were pretty big on Egyptian mythology for some reason. You know what, I think I can take this opportunity to show off Taunting Aura. So, Rei's own chance of being targeted by foes, Ryuji is the tankiest party member, so he probably makes the best use of this.
Bring it, chumps!
So, the thing that I think is really cool about Taunting Aura is that not only... I'm gonna use this for technicals on two enemies at once. Not only is it a very... Dang it, I didn't get to show off the effects of Taunting Aura. But I mean, the main thing I wanted to show is actually just Ryuji using it. Because now I can swap up to another party member and show off something else. I'll put it on Yusuke for now.
Focus.
This will make sense in a moment. Yeah, the mummies just keep spawning now that we have stolen the treasure. And they want us to never again see the light of... Ah, hi there!
Show me your true form.
The baton pass made you stronger.
Strike me if you can.
So, this is probably just like a me thing and not really like something about this game that a lot of people like, but I just love how obscure Taunting Aura is, in the sense that not only can party members only access this skill by equipping an item that you can only get by fusion accidents, during an alarm I believe, but every party member has unique voice clips for using this skill. It's insane. Like, it's just one of the, I feel, the most hidden details of Persona 5. I think every party member has 2 different voice clips for it as well.
With this power.
It's just so cool that you just wouldn't really know about that during normal gameplay most of the time. It's not a particularly useful skill, I find, but I just, again, love the fact that every party member has unique voice dialogue for using it. Joker does too, but again, I probably shouldn't be using it with Joker because having a draw aggro ability on a party member who is a game over if they die is probably a terrible idea.
I see.
It's almost as bad of an idea as Glorious Future Shala from Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Yeah, if you don't know what that means, look up Glorious Future Shala, it's hilarious. So yeah, now we have to put the 2 Anubis orbs in here.
Oh.
Calm down, from the looks of it, there's more than one pedestal. What, you mean the other pedestal that's literally right here?
Oh.
And now, the light has been shined and we can get further in. Nothing on this wall though. And conveniently, we can jump back down here and have access directly to this part of the passage. And I could go back and use the fusion alarm, but before I do that, I'm gonna open this up because there's a reason for that.
Yes.
Yusuke, why are you using the giggling voice clip for a line like that? I'm suspicious now. But yeah, like, admittedly that's the metaphor of this palace, you're slowly getting through to her. But
The cognition here is weak. There may be a safe room nearby.
yep, there's a safe room here.
Alright. Looks like this place is safe.
And yeah, it's basically Futaba's room, so makes sense that she'd see this as a safe place. And yes, there is an alarm in the Velvet Room. I'm also gonna go ahead and get a conversation here. This is like the first actual safe room besides the entrance we've had, isn't it?
Indeed.
I mean, this is like the most convenient access to the actual pyramids that Yusuke has. Oh, speaking of that quicksand, by the way, that quicksand scene is hilarious when sped up.
Come on, man.
Well, that's just how it goes with shadows. They can be very unpredictable. I kind of read that as she totally set up us the trap.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, not a huge amount of interesting info there, but
I'll
I'm
just
gonna
add
go ahead
this.
and save here. I've looked around my save files once more. In a couple of levels, I wouldn't have to use special treatment on Mitra, but yeah, I suppose I might as well, just to show off how special treatment works.
Do you need something?
Like, I'm gonna try and avoid using special treatment really excessively. Like, theoretically, I could get Michael now, itemize him into Judge of Hell, EX or R or whatever it is in the alarm, and, make Makoto ridiculously broken.
Rehabilitation
Or, you know,
with
just
all your
use a level
body and
80 persona
soul.
like Michael, but, yeah, I don't want to break the game if I can avoid it, so what I am going to do, though, is... This is a more mild form of game breaking. Yeah, so Fuki Phoenix.
That's a pretty strong one.
And I did save here. It's called Mitra here when it's normally called Mithra. I think both are valid. It's certainly not Mithras, though. Devil Survivor 1 made that mistake. They called this demon Mithras, which is not. It is absolutely not Mithras. Also, I talked over Igor's line here. So, 23,760 yen. Yeah, I think that's worth it, especially since we're getting a lot of money from the battles right now.
Choose which skills to
Thankfully,
inherit.
if you back out of the skill inheritance menu, they won't charge you. You're only charged once you finalize the persona creation. So yes, I want to pass down Pinch Anchor to Mitra. And as you can see there, because I have rank 10 in Temperance, I'm going to be learning all 3 of Mitra's skills. And that's important. I can go Garula, Frayla. Oh yeah, let's pass down Medea Rahan. I suppose I can do Rakunda. I'm probably not going to need Rakunda on this persona, though. Actually, I'm going to pass Rakam, because this is going to be my main support persona, most likely. Let's pass down Hammer
This could bestow
on.
an extraordinary power.
Yes, extraordinary power, given that this is a rank 10.
I see.
Okay, here we go, as Big the Cat would say. Hi there, our flying lion snake of ultimate power. I am the one who keeps watch over all the oaths of this world, the one who shall become your master. There are a lot of unique lines from various personas in this game based on their mythology, but you're about to see why I wanted to make this persona soon. To be honest, that's fine. Oh, if there's any constant in the Persona series, it's that Igor loves to be a troll. I intentionally didn't pass down Rakunda because I had that on other Personas, and then he gives me Rakunda anyway, but Mafrela is nice. So okay, here we go. Makorga, obviously I want that, I probably want that over Mahama. Dekunda is actually not bad. I don't need Diorama when I have Medea Rahan. Bless Boost, also very good. Yeah, I'll dump Rakunda for that. Thermopylae. Increases attack, defense, accuracy, evasion for all allies when surrounded. Now look at the text of Pinch Anchor. There is a much more broken way of doing this, but it isn't accessible until a little bit later on in the game, and you have to have maxed out a certain Confidant for this. For this point in the game, I find this is the best way to get free access to the Thermopylae buff, and yeah. So as long as you can get a baton pass onto Joker, you can have a full party buff for only 30 SP. So generally a pretty good thing, though it's kind of annoying that you can't really use it much in boss fights that aren't vulnerable to, you know, knockdowns or anything like that, but for the most part it's pretty good. So what do I get rid of, though? I mean, to be honest, with Bless boosted these skills, I don't think I really even need Hammer on. So yes, I absolutely do not want to use that thing in a fusion now. Thankfully, it is automatically registered to the compendium in its current state. However, there's a decent chance this is gonna literally blow up in my face, but I want to try and make this. Here we go. The Great Thief Stick. It's even got a "the" in front of it. So Revolution Anklet's not bad, but
This weapon is more powerful.
150 attack power, random ailment, medium. However, there is a decent chance this will be an accident since I just used the compendium, so we'll see how this goes.
A bit excessive.
No, it was not an accident. Good. So we have, here is your The Great Thief Stick.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
Okay, so Anzu. Something I should mention is that at level 28, Anzu learns a skill, I think it's either Dekaja or Dekunda, but it's needed for that fusion request for Neko Shogun. So yeah, you may want to keep Anzu for a bit. It's probably better just to fuse Anzu when you have a higher Hierophant rank, though. Is Pisaka any good? I've always kind of morbidly liked the design of Pisaka. This is just pretty cool.
I see. This is certainly a powerful persona.
I could get Zorcho 10 out of Tam Lin. I mean, I like Tam Lin design-wise, but Zorcho 10's probably a straight upgrade.
Begin.
No accident that time. I was kind of thinking there would be one. I think it actually was the first Devil Survivor where these things made their debut. That's way too many skills to change, but, I feel like something hilarious might happen if I say yes. You just lost most of your multi-target skills, so Mighty Gaze is gonna be bad. Oh well. You're a physically oriented persona anyway, it's probably fine. I mean, Korga is a decent skill as is, but let's just get rid of regular Fray. I don't really want Sharp Student. Resist Fear. I forget if the boss of this dungeon uses Fear. I know it uses Despair. And here is the very, very nerfed Swift Strike. That would have been amazing in the vanilla game. Matador gets it quite early in the vanilla game as well, so, yeah, Matador is generally considered a good option in vanilla P5, not as good in Royal. You know, I kind of want to see another silly accident with a gold persona, so I'm going to immediately fuse Zorcho-10 into Anzu. I normally don't go for DLC personas, but hopefully this won't turn into a DLC persona, so let's just go, Circle of Sadness is probably better. I don't care, because all of these skills are going to get overwritten.
Both of you to work.
Hi Pixie was not what I was expecting. This line could easily be taken out of context and used for, like, drug memes or something. But anyway... that is actually incredible. Zeodyne and Freydyne at this point, like, and as you can see, this is one of those, like, back when I talked about fusion alarms for the first time, I said that you could sometimes get gimmick movesets out of them. This is one of those. This one's entirely based around inflicting shock and then getting technical with nuclear, which is not a bad moveset, but it's just on something very weak for this point in the game. So, like, honestly, I'd like to do another fusion alarm and then just fuse that into something better and just pass down the entire skill set if I could. Actually, I couldn't do that because you can't override a persona's starting skills in this game. You can in SMT5 via a certain miracle, but anyway. So, it feels like I haven't made a whole lot of progress into the dungeon itself in this part, but I've done a lot of fusing, and I've also shown off Taunting Aura. So, yeah, I think that was pretty eventful for the most part, so next time we'll be progressing further into Futaba's palace. There isn't another safe room for a while, so that's why I want to leave the next segment of the palace for next time. So, I'll see you all then.